Hey guys, how are you tonight? I hope you're good, or whatever time it is you see this video. I'm putting on some holy water. This water came from the Jordan River, so hopefully it'll cleanse my hands and help me to get great tarot card messages out for you. So I was going to start with these rooming cards and just see what sort of things Rumi has to say first, and then I was going to do some cards, just like the regular tarot, and I might actually pull in some of the archetype cards. So we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so let's see what Rumi cards come out. Okay, don't be sad when joy disappears from your life. Be sure it will come back in another form. Okay, so don't be sad when joy disappears in your life. Know that whatever you feel like is making you sad, or that you feel like it's being taken away from you, it's going to come back to you in another form. Probably a much better, probably something way better for you. Way more of what you wanted, okay? We are refreshed by the imagination, not by old sayings. Okay, I think this is really important because I think a lot of people right now are kind of stuck in just like old sayings and old traditions, and not realizing that by using your imagination, you can come up with different ways of doing things, better ways of doing things, things that are more aligned with your spirit and your soul, rather than just saying, oh, well, this saying says this, or this book says I should do this, or society says I should do that. Instead, use your imagination, create your own world, because your world is a reflection of what you imagine it to be and what you choose for yourself, okay? And another one that came out, when you emerge from the clouds, you'll be full of radiant moons. So, you guys, I feel like it's like when Jesus said, I'm here on earth doing my Father's business, or I'm about my Father's business. And I feel like that is how you are, collective. You, maybe some people would say you have your head up in the clouds, but as you do that, as you live that like dreamy sort of imaginative life, and you see things differently, and you don't just go by old traditional ways of doing things, that is how you are full of radiant moons. And you're the meaning, you come up with things that are different, that are unique. And the moon gives us guiding light at night. So you're learning how to be a guiding light for yourself and for others. And yeah, you're just working on those things. Now, let's get the tarot and just see what's going on in the world with you guys. This is not the right cards. Well, gosh darn it, I can't find my cards. They're over here. I have so many cards, it's impossible to keep up with them all. Okay, so those are some just like basic channel messages. Is that, remember that if something makes you feel like you've lost joy, it'll come back in a different form. For some reason, I feel like this is talking about family for some of you guys. Like if certain family members here are, disappearing from your life, or certain things in your life are disappearing, just know that the universe is going to bring something better for you. They're going to bring you a better form of joy, and bring different people in your life, or different circumstances and situations that are going to help you to be more joyful than you've ever been, okay? And part of this is you just breaking free, because I think the collective right now is learning how to let go of old things that do not serve them. And there's a big shift on the earth where people are understanding that just because somebody carries a title in your life does not mean that that person means you well. There are people who have titles in your life, such as brother, uncle, aunt, sister, cousin, boss, whatever, that don't mean you well. And it's important that you let go of those old ways of looking at things like, well, that's my brother. Well, that's my. No, those things, those titles are masks. And a lot of those titles really keep the collective stuck, keep you from moving on and really being on your true spiritual journey because they're there to block you. And the way they do it is that they hide under these titles. And when you see them being wicked and devious and cruel and mean and narcissistic and, all about them and not giving back to you in that dynamic that you have with that person, that title doesn't matter. You can strip people of their titles. You can strip people of their titles if they don't earn them and deserve them. Strip them of it, because a lot of people stay stuck because you're like, well, that's my mom, that's my dad. No, if your mother and your father are not living in the way that is helpful to you, that is loving, kind, and doing what mothers and fathers are supposed to be doing, and they're being abusive and neglectful and manipulative, then you can strip them of their title and say, that's my biological parent, but that's not truly a mother or father to me, or not truly a cousin, or whatever they are to you. So that's something that you're getting rid of, collective. And you've had to kind of, like, when I think of like going up in the clouds, emerging from the clouds, coming back with radiant moons, it's like you've had to go within, you've had to get a little bit separated and kind of go off into your own little world to discover these things and to really embrace these realizations. Okay? So now we'll look at the tarot and see what the messages are today. Okay, 10 of Coins in reverse. So that tells me that you guys have experienced a possible loss, because it says don't be sad when joy disappears from your life, because it's going to come back in another form. So maybe you guys have had some losses lately. Maybe you've taken a gamble or whatever, or some games of chance, but I feel like this could be you or someone else. Okay, so 10 of Coins in reverse is not good. That means like basically feeling like you're, oh my god, in the tower. So there's some tower moments going on right now. Okay, there's some complete changes. Maybe there's some changes financially, changes in circumstances. I think some of you are abandoning past relationships, which is what I was talking about. This reading is about people who are giving up past relationships, past people in their lives who are not serving them. These people have caused you to be in the 10 of Coins reverse energy, meaning you just feel a lot of loss, disappointment. You feel like these people are a hazard. These people have stolen from you. They've stolen your time, your energy, your, essence. And they've tried to steal your shine and your beauty and your, just who you are, who you were born to be. They've been wanting to take this from you. And so, Tower moment, you are abandoning these past relationships, okay? You're ending some certain long friendships, certain relationships with certain family members. And to some of these people, could have been very unexpected, okay? But this is their downfall, okay? And you're just undoing things that, like certain relationships, these relationships were never built on solid ground, okay? They were always very iffy. They were, destined to be undone, okay? And you guys feel like this is a little bit of a setback, okay? But, these people who you're letting go right now and who you're ending things with, they never really meant good for you. They were never rooting for you anyway, as the song says, okay? And you're realizing that. And so, yeah, you're just realizing that these people they've messed with your stability. They have not wanted to see you being stable and, in your best energy, okay? So, this is a tower moment for a lot of these people that you're letting go. Family members, this could be happening over the holidays. This could be happening before the holidays. Maybe you're going to completely change your plans for the holiday. Right now, Thanksgiving is happening soon when I make this video, but this is timeless. So whatever's going on when you watch this video is basically just saying that there's people in your life that you're realizing have to go. They've never really been rooting for you anyway. They cause you setbacks. They've caused you delays. And there's just going to be some complete changes, some very important, strong changes that are unavoidable. Yeah. This has to do with the King of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse, which are very nasty, nasty energies. King of Swords in reverse. These people have been very cruel. They've caused you a lot of conflict, a lot of sadness. Yeah, they're dangerous and wicked people. Dangerous and wicked. And they cause sadness. And these are perverse. These are people who are perverted. And I feel like they have tried to paint you, collective. Whoever's watching this video, they've tried to paint you in that picture, in that light. They've projected their perversion onto you. They've projected their, selfishness by saying you're selfish when it's really them who is selfish. They're the ones who said that you're cruel, you're always causing conflict, when in reality, it's these people. And they are about to have a tower moment. They're going to lose their stability. All of them. They're going to have setbacks. Everything that they've tried to project onto you, collective, is returning to them. Okay? And yeah, these people are dangerous. They're dangerous because they're affecting your spiritual growth. They're keeping you stuck. They're not here to uplift you and support you. They've never supported you. That's why the tower's falling down. This was like basically relationships built on shifting type, like building it on the sand. There's no true foundation. That's what I'm trying to say. Shifting foundations, okay? And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they just basically are always disputing. And I think some of them, because it says ruin over a woman, which Knight of Swords in reverse is like somebody who allows a woman to control them, or like they allow the women around them. So some of these family members or friends, or could be lovers, whoever, they allow friends or like women, certain women in their lives, to be very influential over their decisions. And so because they were listening to these wicked women who are in distorted feminine energy is like someone who pretends kind of to be a divine feminine, like actually try to be, pretend to be nurturing, have their best interests at heart, but in reality, they don't. So these people have, they've made impulsive mistakes, okay? And they're conceited. They're a conceited fool, okay? These people are conceited, they're foolish, they're simple, and they do not want to unify people. They don't want to bring people together. They want to take people apart. They want to cause conflict and dispute, and a lot of them are being led by women. Wayward women. I'm not talking about prostitute type women. When I say wayward women, I mean women who are hypocritical, women who pretend to be godly, loving, Christianly, that they have a heart of gold when really they have a heart of coal, because they don't do good by anyone. They want to always cause conflict, disputes. And these women also, because the women are that the people around you who are listening to these women who are not giving them good advice, okay? A lot of them are men, but they're in the same type of energy, so they like attracts like. So these are family members, male and female, but I think the females are the ones that are really influencing whatever group this is. If it's a work group of people, if it's family, if it's friend group. Basically, they always want to be in arguments. They're very simple. And they're just conceited. They're full of themselves. They're very foolish. And it's the relationship that you have with these people is ruined, and you're just starting to see it. You're really waking up. I mean, you've been waking up to it, but like it's really coming to a head, because like I said, the Tower is the second card that came out. Yeah, 3 of coins. These people have collaborated. They've put a lot of work into this. They've mastered this, okay? And they have used their free will and their power in devious ways, okay? And these people are angry because you actually have great skills at your job and you're mastering yourself. You're very skilled at your healing. You're good at helping other people, guiding people, collective. And you are perfecting yourself. You're not perfect, but you're working on perfection. You are doing all the things you can to be as perfect as you can, your perfect version of yourself. We never reach perfection, but it's the act and the art of trying to become that makes us, master ourselves. And you've been mastering yourself. You have dignity, okay? You're when people know you, and you actually are very high ranking in the spiritual world. And these people are angry, okay? These people around you that you're letting go of, okay? Your work, you're in demand. You're booked and busy. Whatever it is you're doing in your life, people want to be around you. Other people that are not these people, they see how powerful you are, okay? How much you're spiritually growing, how you're really working on yourself. And because you're doing that, it irritates these people who are not willing to do the work and who really don't feel like they can. They don't feel like they can perfect themselves and become better. They're stuck. And they're angry at you, and you're realizing you have to separate yourself from this because it's interfering with your ability to master yourself and your ability to grow, right? It's hindering you. Let's see. Yeah, so this has been very disappointing for you. I feel like you might have felt abandoned because the 8 of Cups upright, okay? And, you're just changing. It's a change of plans. You're changing your plans. You're like, I'm gonna do something different. You know, I'm not gonna be insane and keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting something different to happen. I'm gonna change up the plans. And even if you feel disappointed, you know that there's something better. Okay? You feel like this is just not a success. The people that you've been hanging out with, some of them, certain family members, whatever, they're not bringing you success. And the time that you're spending with them is not bringing you the results that you want. Okay? You see that they don't have the results they want in their life. And so you're like, why would I want to hang out with failures? Why do I want to hang out with people who aren't growing, who are stagnant? Yeah, and you want something better for yourself, okay? So you're no longer putting effort. You're no longer, see this person looking where they're no longer filling these cups because these people are not even taking the cups. You're just wasting your energy and you're tired of it. So you're moving in a different direction, okay? And because of this, you're going to be rewarded by the universe. You're going to get great abundance, the Ace of Cups, and this is coming from heaven, okay? These changes are divinely, heavenly orchestrated. They are spiritually orchestrated by beings that are angelical and not like us, not here on earth. This is all heaven decreed by the heavens, okay? Because they want you to be joyful. Remember the first card? Don't be sad when joy disappears. The universe is saying, let go of this joy over here that's disappearing. These people that you thought were your joy that are disappearing, because we're bringing you a divine intervention and bringing you a new joy, new things to bring you real joy, okay? And opulence, and to help you to feel full. Because if you look here, these cups look empty. You're leaving the empty cups. You're tired of people teasing you and faking like they have these great full cups and they're just wonderful. People have so much to give. But yet these cups are empty. And you realize, you're like, why am I sitting here and I keep taking these empty cups? When the universe wants to fill your cup. And when God fills your cup, it doesn't feel empty. So you're leaving the emptiness behind. You're going towards fullness. You want to be more productive. These people are keeping you from being productive. They're keeping you stagnant, stuck. You don't feel like you're getting things done in your life, okay? You want to have a more favorable outlook. These people that you are letting go of have not, they're very pessimistic. They complain. They always see the glass as half, well, not always, but they generally, because no one does something always, but they generally see the cup as half empty. They don't look at the bright side. They refuse to be optimistic and to see the best. And you're tired of it because you want to be an optimistic person. You want to see things, you know, in a beautiful light. You want to live in gratitude, okay? You want beauty and pleasure. And these people are trying to make you feel like you should feel guilty and bad for wanting to be beautiful, your beautiful self, and wanting to enjoy pleasure and have pleasure. They want those things, but they don't want you to have those things. And it bothers them. They're like, why the collective? Why does the collective get these things? Why can't I have these things? Well, the reason they can't have those things is because even if they were given those things, they'd still complain and say it wasn't good enough. They're never thankful for what God gives them, or the universe. And the universe is tired of giving them gifts for them just to sit there and turn away and think it's just, empty. I think they're dumping a lot of the gifts out that the universe is giving them. But anyways, you guys are going to have, once you leave certain people in your life, certain situations, certain outdated ways of thinking, outdated traditions, things that aren't serving you, you are going to find opulence. You're going to find more happiness. And you deserve, the universe wants to know you deserve to be surrounded by beauty and to let your beauty show. And you can show your beauty however you want. These people do not have a right to tell you how you have to express your beauty and what's okay and what's not okay. If you want to wear that itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow dot bikini, you can wear it if that's what you think makes you feel beautiful. But these people try to shame you. Why? Because they don't feel worthy, because they are not accepting the gifts of the universe. If God blessed you with a beautiful body or whatever he blessed you with, you have the right to express it, to celebrate it, to share it with the world. I know a lot of people get really uptight about the human body and all that kind of stuff, and like women showing their body, and you know I just don't understand that, because God created us in his image. So why do we always want to shame people's body and shame people who just want to show what God gave them? I don't understand it. I really don't. And then people are like, oh, well, you should save that just for your husband or whoever else to see. But why? I just don't understand the whole thing, the whole paradigm on this planet where people are so judgmental and shameful about sex and the body. And I don't get it. It's like breasts, people are like, oh, breasts, oh my God, like it's the end of the world. When breasts were not even meant by God to be a sexual thing, they're actually meant to feed babies. Like women have breasts to feed children, to keep our species, evolving and continuing on and existing. And yet we get shamed and like to cover them up like they're just some evil bad thing when they're actually a beautiful gift from God. I don't understand this whole thing. And people say, oh, it's the Bible, this, that, and the other, but the Bible says so many different bizarre things, but most of the people who are saying all this biblical stuff have never even really read the Bible. And then when you bring up some of the things that are in the Bible that are really odd and peculiar, they don't have answers. They don't have answers for that, because they cherry pick what they want, what works for them, what makes their paradigm of what they want to believe work. And you collective are just tired of all that. You're not doing that. You're like, I'm not going to follow your narrative, your plan, what your grandmother and great grandmother and before them did. I don't have to do it. I can change how I see things. I can follow my heart. I can follow my own intuition. I can interpret the Bible or any spiritual text or any way that I want to express myself through my own intuition and my own imagination. That's what you're doing. Your head may have been up in the clouds coming up with these things, but you're creating your own religion. You're creating your own wisdom, your own knowledge based on what works for you. And these people don't like it because they're not brave enough to do it. They're not creative enough to do it. They're not imaginative enough to do it. They couldn't do it if they tried on their best day. And that's fine. Not everybody's meant to be a leader and a creator and imaginative. But a lot of them would if they could just open their mind. But some people are just stuck with like, this is how it is. And those are the people that really aren't helping the planet to evolve. They're just keeping humanity stuck. And they're going to keep coming back here